Hello and welcome to the 17th episode of Pay to Play from Scratch, a series where I try to make my character into a QPD killer without spending any real life money on my account. So I'm planning to do warbands on my main account, and I figured that I might as well bring my Pay to Play from Scratch account to the Dark Warriors Fortress, and maybe when I do the warbands on my main, then there will be Herblore camp over here that I can just hop into this character and quickly get some Herblore XP. I can't really get to those most deepest locations in time, usually in the warbands with this account, but yeah, this is my plan, and be right back. Okay, so I did some kind of research about warbands gear because I couldn't get any warbands with this char now, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, I did some research, and there's actually a guy who's like running in the wilderness, and he's level 175 combat. That's kind of weird. It looks like a bot, to be honest. But yeah, I did some research, and with my research I found that I need like 60 defense to use Griffolic, and with Griffolic I can go to warbands, and for 70 magic I can use Arim's wand. But the thing with this is that this whole set costs 1 million, so if I die I'm pretty much screwed and I lose a lot of money. But when I get this gear, then I can take part in warbands in a real way and maybe more easily get the 75 of 75 and maybe even get all of that in Herblore. But yeah, I can still do some potions. I don't think I have actually bought enough supplies, but I can do some potions for the Herblore levels. So this is the gear that I can finally take part in when I do warbands, so it's kind of expensive, and this is funny because nobody uses this gear, so people are gonna laugh at me when I use this, but then I can actually take part in my own French chat, so that's very cool. And yeah, and Arim stuff is also what I will use, and this is gonna cost 430k. So definitely I have to use protection from item, but yeah, I'm gonna bank this all, and I think I will start this episode by doing a quest. So to start off this episode, I decided that I would do the Grand Tree quest, and I will get the Grand Tree quest from the King Narnode, and we accept the quest. And now I should travel to Yanil to speak with Hazelmere, and that's a gnome that's very close to Yanil. And this is funny because I think I did this quest also on old school, and it was very hard to do this because there's so much walking around, but with the lodestones it's kind of easy to run around. And this odd looking fellow is the Hazelmere, and I will have to talk with Hazelmere. And I'm back to the king, and I'm talking to him about this message that I got from Hazelmere. And I just told the king that there is some kind of Daconia stones inside the roots of the tree, and the tree will die with those Daconia stones. And I just spoke to Glue, and Glue is saying that the humans are the ones that put the Daconia stones to the roots of the Grand Tree. And apparently they have taken a prisoner, and the prisoner is a human, and it's on the top of this tree, and I should speak to the prisoner, and his name is Charlie. And Charlie has said to me that Glue is behind all this Daconia stone stuff, so he told me to check the Glue's house, and Glue is the guy who was living in front of the Grand Tree. So I found Glue's journal, and in the journal there was something about building an army or something like that, and now I'm trying to speak with Glue again, and he brought the guards here. And because I was accusing Glue for building an army, I'm now in a jail also. And the king has released me from my prison, and I think I'm supposed to speak with the king again. And I think I'm supposed to use the glider to go to Karamja or something like that. If I remember right, I have done this quest a couple of times. And this guy is gonna take me to Karamja now with the glider. And I believe I have to get through this gate, and I have to convince the shipyard worker that I can go in. And I said some kind of a password which was Ka Lu Min, and now I'm in here. So from this foreman guy, after speaking to him, I have found that Glue has some kind of a plan to order 30 Karamja battleship, and there is 300 troop also in those ship. So now I need to find somehow more information about the Glue and find some information that proves that he is guilty of trying to build an army. And I think I should talk to the girlfriend of Glue, which is called Anita, I think. Apparently I should have spoken to Charlie first before going to speak to Anita. This is why it sometimes is annoying to make quests, because you hop from the walkthrough, like you don't read it all, because usually people explain too many things in the walkthroughs. So I just hopped over one part and now I need to run back to the country. Okay, and I have spoken to Charlie now, and now I will actually have to speak with Anita, and this time I think Anita should be talking with us. Okay, and I got some kind of a key from Anita, and the key should go to a chest in Glue's house. And from Glue's house I found invasion plans, and I think now this is enough to convince the king. Okay, and now I got some sticks from the king, and I think the sticks goes to the tables that are on Glue's house. Okay, and I wrote Tuzo to these things. I'm not sure what that actually meant, but anyway, now I'm down some kind of dungeon. So yeah, I think now I have to fight the Black Demon. And there is the Black Demon, and Glue has convinced that, or said to me that he wants to invade Jelinor or something like that. But yeah, this is one of those battles that used to be very hard, but people could just safe spot it over here, so you could go like this and the Black Demon wouldn't do anything. But nowadays Black Demons have a ranged attack, so safe spotting doesn't do anything, and it's anyway kind of easy because I'm kind of high level in magic already. So I think now I can go speak to King Narnode, and he will finally understand that Glue was trying to invade the Jelinor or something like that, and trying to make the country die. So the king should be somewhere in these routes. We are actually underneath the country at the moment. So at the moment I'm looking for the Daconia rocks that should be somewhere in these routes, but as there are many routes, I might have to look around for a while. And finally I found the Daconia rock. It was under that route, and now I will show that to the king, and this should be quest completed, and it should give us a decent amount of level ups as well. So let's check this out. And that's it, quest completed, 5 quest points and some agility, attack and magic XP. And yeah, so we got a decent amount of level ups. So we have 34 agility now, and we have 35 in attack. So yeah, this is very useful. So I figured that I might as well do the another gnome quest, which gives a decent amount of XP. So that's the gnome, wait a second, the 3 gnome village, and that's the quest that I'm gonna do now. And to start this quest I need to go through this maze, but it's kind of easy because if I click on minimap right there, then it will just automatically run to the right direction, and I actually don't have to check how to complete the maze, because yeah, you can get into a dead end easily in this place. And this is also something that I think I at least was thinking about doing in old school, because it gives such great rewards for a low level character. Of course the rewards are not that great anymore considering it's RuneScape 3, but anyway, it's gonna give me access to the spirit tree, so that's kind of cool. Okay, and I have started the quest, and I need to speak with Commander Montai. And Commander Montai needs some logs, I suppose, so I'm gonna gather some logs for him. Now I need to find some gnome trackers to fire this ballista, and the trackers will tell me some kind of a direction which I should use to fire the ballista. And here is the first one. And here's another tracker gnome. And the last one was in the prison over there. But now I can just go fire the ballista. I think I have to guess the X coordinate or check it from Wikia, and then I can shoot the ballista. Okay, and I just fired the ballista successfully, and now I need to get some kind of orb of protection, and that's the item that I was trying to retrieve in the first place. So I have found the orb of protection, and it was on top of this building. And now I just have to return to the king that was inside the 3 gnome village. So apparently there are more orbs of protection, and now I have to kill the Khazard warlord. And here is the Khazard warlord, and as you can see it's extremely easy to kill, but I remember when I was watching people do this on live stream it was very hard on old school, but yeah, now it's very easy because it's the EOZ and I have high magic level. One thing actually I find very funny is that there is a lot of wolves here. Like, I didn't know that there was a place that was this full of wolves. And I think wolf bones are actually worth something. I'm gonna try to kill one and check how much they're worth. I don't think it's worth it to me to train magic over here, but maybe just check how much they drop as a loot. So as you can see here, it's kind of funny because the wolf bones are actually 2k, and I'm pretty sure that they are selling for higher price than 2k. So I'm gonna check at the GE how much they are actually worth there. So now the 3 gnome village is protected by the orbs again, and there you can see those orbs, and that's it, quest completed. So we got over 10k attack XP from this. So let's check how much level ups. That's 4 level ups. So far we made almost 40 attack with only quests. So apparently the instant buy price for the wolf bones is just 2k, but still they are very easy to kill compared to even dragons, so that's actually probably might be a decent money making method if you have like low level and you are still training to be able to kill the green dragons. But obviously I will kill green dragons from now on because my magic level is already high enough to kill the green dragons. So one quest that I need to do to be able to do the waterfall quest, I mean the what's it called again? Oh shit. One quest that I need for the desert treasure is the waterfall quest, and that's a quest also that gives a big chunk of XP, and that's a quest that people actually use also on old school RuneScape to get a big amount of XP right at the start of old school. So to start this quest I'm running to the barbarian outpost, and I think it's just south from this place. Okay, and I started the quest, and in this quest this Almera over here has lost his son, and his son is looking for some kind of a treasure inside the waterfall, and that's why I'm going down there. So yeah, this Hoodon dude is convinced me that there is also some kind of a treasure inside the waterfall, but this is the son of Almera, and I'm gonna try to find the treasure, I suppose. Okay, and I just got flushed down the waterfall, and now I found a book, and in the book it says that I need to find the Glarial's Pebble, which is near the 3 gnome village. And this is also one reason why I did the quest, is that now it's very easy for me to go there. Okay, and now I'm just underneath the 3 gnome village, and I found a key. And if I remember this quest right, I have to save this guy from behind, like the hobgoblins have taken over this place or something like that, and I have to save Goldry from this place, so I'm going to speak with Goldry. So I just found Glarial's Pebble, and if I remember right, I just need to deposit everything, because if I enter the Glarial's tomb I cannot be wearing any combat gear or I will be ported out, and then I have to get the pebble all over again. Okay, and now I'm entering the Glarial's tomb, and yeah, this place also used to be kind of difficult to sustain your life points, especially if you did it at a level 3 char, but yeah, now it's just very simple and easy, and actually nothing is even attacking me, so yeah. I will get multiple Glarial's amulets because I don't want to do this thing all over again when I sometimes maybe even die, or maybe I just for some reason lose my amulet, so I'm just gonna do this and get multiple amulets. So now I have a stack of amulets, and this is good because now I never have to come to this place again, and it's cool if I sometimes lose one of the amulets, and if there is many in my bank then I remember that it's an important item. And I also found Glarial's urn. And now we can head back to our treasure hunting. And there was some kind of tricks with this quest, because this is again old type of RuneScape quest, so there is a lot of annoying small things, like you can do a lot of mistakes and then get washed down the waterfall, and that's the whole point of the quest. But I think I remember everything right. So for example, if you are now clicking swim river, then you will be washed down, so you have to use the rope on the rock and stuff like that. Okay, and we are inside the waterfall dungeon, and this is another nice place to get access to. And yeah, I think the key that we need was in this chest. Nope. There's some kind of a key that we need, but I think it's in some... Yeah, okay, I found the key. And now I can just go to the place to use the key. And I'm actually losing a lot of HP. I didn't know that I would be losing that much HP. So in this room there is some kind of a puzzle again, and I think I need to use just some runes on the pillars, and then I will have to finally use my amulet on the on this chalice. Or actually the order wasn't what I was saying, but I will show you what you do. So you just use one air on this, then you use another. You just use one of each rune on each of the pillars. Okay, I finished using my runes, and I think now I need to use the Glarial's amulet on the Glarial. So let's check that out. And it has the ground just risen up, and now if you just click take treasure, it will wash down the waterfall. So you have to use the chalice or the urn on the chalice, and that makes it the quest completed. And yeah, we got some spins, and we got a lot of strength and attack XP from this quest. So as you can see, I'm just simply from doing quest, I'm at the moment 42. And now I'm back to recording pay to play from scratch again, and some of my offers have bought in the Grand Exchange, so I'm gonna go check them out and check if I can make some money again. So I had some bright energy that I bought for 53, and by a mistake I instantly sold it, so that's not something you should do, but that's a mistake. And some bronze claws have sold also, and we have bought actually 1k of bronze claws. So I was actually wondering how much the bronze claws is insta buying. So the insta buy was 480, but I decided to leave it to 1 GP less than the market price. And this is again really funny, because we are gonna get 451k from this, and let's check how much we paid. So we paid like 13k, and that's even for a bigger amount than this. So this is a great merch, because risk is 0 and you still make small profit from that. So yeah, it's definitely good. I'm also gonna check some Staff of Lights now. So I insta bought one Staff of Light for 425k. So there might be still some kind of flip margin. It's not that great anymore, but maybe if we can buy Staff of Lights for... this is how you put an offer in. So like we just put it above the market average price, so we can put like 372k. And if it buys, it buys, and if it buys, then we will flip it for 425k. It's small profit, but it's profit nevertheless. So since I have some easy to do daily challenges, I figured I might as well do them. I will do the Slayer one just to start Slayer, and I think I will maybe finally do this Hunter challenge as well. But yeah, I'm gonna think about which one of these I wanna do. So at first I decided to do the Fragile Mining Urn daily challenge, and that's completed. So the second challenge that I was thinking about doing is the Slayer challenge, and I will do this because I need to start Slayer, because if I have 35 Slayer and I have completed Smoking Kills, then I can buy Broad Arrows, and that's like 500k easy money every single day, and with no effort almost. So that's definitely gonna help me out with the series. So that's why I kind of need to complete the Smoking Kills quest. So I need to get 35 Slayer for that quest. And I think there was some other quest requirements that need some Slayer levels. So I'm gonna get a task from this place if I can. So I think I have a task from the guy in Taverly. I didn't actually remember that, so I have to go complete that task before I could take any other task. And I think that will also conclude my daily challenge for Slayer anyway. So these are the monsters that I need to kill for my first Slayer task, and they are extremely easy to kill even with momentum. But actually my task was only to kill 5 of these, so I think I will take one task after this from the guy in Edgeville. And that way I can get a bit bigger reward for my daily challenge in Slayer. But I think this should be the last monster, or should I need to kill one more maybe? Okay, and I completed that Slayer task, but that didn't give me too much XP, so I figured that I might as well go get some bigger daily Slayer task, or just get some Slayer task that gives me a bit more XP. But yeah, I kind of want to start doing Slayer only after I can access the Slayer Master in Polniviec, or the place where you have the Sumona Slayer Master, because then I can just cruise through the low levels very fast and I don't have to bother with killing like really bad monsters. Okay, and I got a task to kill 114 shades. I actually just realized that I need some kind of a quest to go to the place where to kill the shades. So I'm gonna actually go try and if I can cancel this task by getting a task from the Easy Slayer Master. So this time I got a Slayer task to kill some wolves, and I'm gonna go kill the wolves at the location where I showed you last time when on this episode actually when I was doing this quest. And those wolves should give me some Slayer XP. And that's it, daily challenge completed, but I will also finish my task, I think. So according to Wikia, this place drops gold charms very often, so they drop it almost 40%. And if you are starting summoning, this might be actually a good place, at least compared to the hellhounds, because hellhounds are kind of hard to kill. But these monsters are dropping pretty often the gold charms. I've only killed a couple and I have 6 already. So I completed this task and now I think I will go try to get this time a challenge from that guy in the Edgeville, and maybe this time I will get a task that I can actually do. I just got an excellent Slayer task, so my task is to kill 33 green dragons, so yeah, this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go do that and then I will probably just return my daily challenge. Actually, one green dragon is giving me 175 XP in Slayer, I think so, yeah. So I kind of wish that I would have gotten a bit longer task than like 33 kills. But anyway, this will help us get some Slayer level ups, and I would be coming here anyway, so it's pretty cool that I actually got a task to kill the green dragons. Actually, I'm only getting 69 Slayer XP for one kill, so the data in Wikia is wrong. But this is quite normal, to be honest. Like, I don't really trust the XP amounts in Wikia because nowadays they have been wrong. And that's the simple reason that not many people just kill green dragons just to update the data in Wikia. So maybe I should actually add the XP rates to the Wikia. And I just got 67 in magic. So I just completed my task and now I'm just gonna bank all my items. And now I think I will just turn in my challenges in Bertho. So apparently if you have a Slayer assignment or Slayer daily challenge, it won't give you that much of XP. But the crafting one is giving good amount of XP, so I got again 5 level ups in crafting. And I actually have 10 spins because I have completed some quests and stuff like that, so I'm gonna check what I can actually get from them. So from my spins I also got a large cashback, so let's check how much that is. I don't know, again I got a large cashback, so that's 200k for doing nothing. So thank you Jagex, I suppose. And yeah, I think I will use all my prismatic lamps on summoning now, because collecting the charms is quite a chore at the moment. So making the lamps to summoning is gonna make us some decent XP. Maybe we can actually get one level up from this. No. We are still lacking some XP for the next summoning level. And as you can see from here, my staff of lights are selling, and they will sell eventually all, so that's nice flip. But I think this episode has become already very long because I recorded pretty much everything that I did and I was commentating a lot on the quests. So I suppose that I will wrap up this episode. It's a bit under 2 hours that I played, I think. But I will wrap up this episode right now. So I hope you have enjoyed, and if you like this series, please leave it a like and leave some comments. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.